Hey guys, welcome to Fishing with the K's. If you're new to the channel, my name is Johnny, and I just want to talk about my fishing trip today at a small local lake. It was pretty cold early in the morning. I want to say the air temperature was around 37 degrees. Water temperature is around 58. It's mid-November. I think Thanksgiving is next week, and so temperatures has been dropping, and looking forward to the winter fishing, and looking forward to fishing this new swim bait. The bait I'm talking about, it's a new 3-inch swim bait by Rapala. I think the lineup is called Crush City, and the actual lure is called the Mare. And I actually decided to cut off the bait that I was using today. Look at that, guys. That's right there is the Rapala, the Mare. It's a new bait lineup by Crush City. Rapala 3-inch swim bait, 1/4 ounce, catching smallmouth out here on a small local lake. It's about 37 degrees when we launched. Let's let this guy go. Again, this is made by Rapala. One of the things that I really like about this swim bait is, not only does it have great action, but it actually holds up. I actually caught a few fish on this same lure all day today and didn't have to switch anything out. I also didn't have to super glue the bait on here. If you are following the channel, you know that I love to throw a 3-inch swim bait. In particular, I really like the Kitech swim baits. As you can see, the Kitech is super soft, got a lot of action, but the problem with this swim bait is it doesn't hold up. After 1 or 2 fish, this bait gets torn up or gets slid off, and I don't know if you can tell there, but I actually have super glue holding this bait on. The head that I like to use, or did like to use, is the Kitech tungsten head. As you can see, it's a smaller head. And I just like the small profile package. It also has a really good sharp 2-aught hook. So this was my go-to for a long time. But I've recently switched up to, I want to say this jig head's a Bass Tactic. This one's a little bit bigger weight. This is a 1/4 ounce, and I think similar size hook. It's a 2-aught, but you can see it has similar action to the Kitech. Kitech might have a little bit more action, but this one holds up really well. I've also recently switched up to the Strike King version. Strike King is a lot more durable than the Kitech. As you can see, it still does have some action to it, but Kitech is a lot softer. I want to talk a little bit about pricing on these baits. With the Kitech not holding up all that well, I want to say this, a pack of 7 of these is $6. But again, you go through so many of them. They catch fish, but you go through a lot. Pricing wise on Tackle Warehouse, again, I want to say it's $6 for 7 baits. The next bait was the new one by Rapala. I want to say this one was $6.50, and you get 8 of them. And so I feel like that's a little bit better value. And then with the Strike King, you also get 8 baits for, I think, $7. Yeah, $7 for 8 of the Strike King Rage Swimmers. I was able to catch a few fish on this guy the other day also, so another really good bait. But let me show you what the packaging looks like if you've never seen it. So one of the things, if you've never seen with the Kitech, as you can see here, it's pretty big packaging, and it takes up a lot of room. As you can see, it's 3, 6, 7 baits. The Rage Swimmer is a little bit smaller packaging, but it has 8 baits. Again, these hold up a lot better. And then here's the Crush City. a lot smaller packaging. And so, you know, maybe the guys with the big bass boats that has a ton of storage, you know, not too worried about that. But, you know, I have an older Triton, 18.5 foot. And so, you know, space can be a little premium. And I just really like the way this packaging is. It's not nearly as clunky, but still keeps the bait in good shape. You can see that, you know, I've got some green pumpkin here, and along with some the shad color. It doesn't come this way. I bought green pumpkin and the shad color, but since these bait holds up so well, I just put 4 of the green pumpkin and 4 of the shad. And again, this bait is super durable, so I feel like on a fishing trip for, you know, a few hours here locally, I can just take this one packaging. And if they don't want to bite this guy, I just take the Rage swimmers with me, as these guys have been holding up a little bit. And then, you know, I may take the Kitex, but these 2 right now are my go-to. Weight-wise, again, jig head, I like to throw 3/16 or a quarter, and then every once in a while I will bump it down to an 1/8 if I want that slower fall. I like to throw this little swim bait on a 6'9" medium light spinning rod. It has 20-pound braid. I connect it with a FG knot to a 14-pound fluoro leader. This allows me to make long, accurate casts and don't have to worry about line twists. And every once in a while, I will throw this on a bait caster when it's not windy. Throwing a 3/16 ounce or a quarter can be a little challenging at times when it's windy, so that's why I decided to use the spinning gear today. I've also noticed that I am a little bit more accurate when I'm using the bait caster if I'm fishing around docks. And so, you know, another local lake here, it has some docks and visual targets that I'm casting at, and so in that scenario I tend to use a bait caster. But at this lake, you know, it's pretty open water, and I can get away with a spinning rod, and a lot of times it's just a little bit easier to throw. On this particular day, it was pretty windy, and I didn't have much gas in the boat, so I couldn't go that far from the boat ramp. And so I decided to hang around the creek that I was in and decided to fish an island. This island is right off the main lake. We had a little bit of wind blowing, and just felt like some of the fish were just around this island. And I particularly noticed that where we caught a bunch was around some grass and a main lake point. And so it was fun to be able to reel in a few fish today. You know, it was kind of cold out there. It was only out there for a few hours. And, you know, every once in a while I'm like, man, the weather looks really cold. I can only be out there for a few hours. Should I even go? And every time I go and I catch a fish, I'm always glad that I went. And so if you're always second guessing yourself and wondering if you should go, the answer should always be yes. Go out there and fish, experiment, play with some baits, and just make the most out of it and learn. So if you're still with me, I appreciate you all watching. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.